Hey everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to make a super cute thrifty project. So I got this pan lid from the thrift store for $1, and it's extremely beat up, but I figured that we can remake it over. Some Scrabble letters that I got from Dollar Tree a while ago. They were the black and white Scrabble letters that they had. This sign from Hobby Lobby that came from the clearance section. I always go into the clearance section when they have them and buy out the signs because it's cheaper than buying, plain wood. Some scrapbook paper from Hobby Lobby and some fabric. So the first thing I'm going to do is paint the frame of this sign with some black paint. Now that I have that all painted, I'm going to take this pan lid, and I was going to leave it like this and let it be rustic, but it was really just too beat up, and it wasn't the white color that I was looking for. So I'm going to paint the pan lid white with some white chalk paint. And this took 2 coats. Once I had that all painted, I'm going to take some orange paint and paint the center with a little handle with that orange paint. And if you can't tell, we're making this pan lid into a snowman. And how cute is this going to be? So once I had that all painted, I'm going to start drawing out my snowman face. So I'm just going to draw 2 eyes, and those are just done by drawing 2 teardrops. And I always use a pencil in case I mess up, and I just don't start just painting. That way there I can map out what I want to do, add some eyebrows and a mouth, and now I'm going to start painting it. So I'm just going to paint his 2 eyes black and also his 2 eyebrows. Once I have those all painted, I'm going to take some pink paint and I'm going to add a little bit to each one of his cheeks before I paint his mouth. So I'm just going to take some on a little bit of a paintbrush, and I'm just going to dab some onto either side of his face, kind of lightly. I'm not going to go full paint. I dabbed off some of the paint onto a cloth and just make little rosy cheeks for him. And how cute. Next, I'm going to take my black paint again and my liner brush, and I'm just going to add his mouth now that I've got the cheeks painted. I'm just following that line that I made with the pencil. And look how cute he is. Next, I'm going to take some white paint, and I'm going to add a line on either side of his eyes and then a dot for his pupils on either one. So just a line there, a line here. Then I'm going to flip the paintbrush over, dip it in some white paint, and give him his little dots for his eyes. And how stinking cute is he? I love him. And then I ended up adding a little bit more pink to his cheeks. I did a little bit of a darker red over that pink, so I wanted it to be a little darker. Next, I'm going to use some Mod Podge and add that paper that I cut to the size of our frame right into this frame. Smooth it all out with my hands. And I love this paper. It's so pretty. Once I had that all in there, I'm going to take and set that aside and let that dry. Then I'm going to take some Enchanted Shimmer, and I'm going to put that all over my snowman's face. This is just going to give him a sparkle. This is from, you can get it at Hobby Lobby, you can get it at Michael's. This is just a glitter paint, I guess, and it dries clear. And I do that because, one, it adds protection, but it also gives him the sparkle. So as you can see, I laid down a face cloth, and that's so that I can lay my snowman down without dinging up his nose. So I'm going to take that fabric and I'm going to lay it on either side, and then I'm going to hot glue it into place, and I fold it up the top of it, and I just cut a rectangle shape out of the fabric. I'm going to pull it all together and kind of drape it around the side, and then I'm going to take some twine and tie it into place. And I'm just going to tie that right on the side of his head. Then I'm going to trim off the excess, and then trim off the excess twine. And now he has a super cute little hat. And you can kind of fluff up the fabric and make it look however you want. We're going to hot glue that onto the all the way left side of the sign. So I just ran some hot glue around the whole edge of the pan. I'm going to pop that right down. Then I'm just going to fluff up his hat And then I'm going to hot glue that right into place on his side. And I glued it right to the side of the pan. Get rid of all those glue strings, and look how cute it is. Next, I'm going to take those Scrabble letters, and I'm going to spell out "Let It Snow" right on the right side. I'm just going to get all my letters gathered in there, and I'm going to figure out the placement for them. And I love these black and white Scrabble letters. If you don't have these, you can use any Scrabble letters, but I just use the black and white ones because I've had them forever, and I really haven't had a project to use them on. So once I have them all placed where I want, I'm just going to start hot gluing them down one by one. And I think this is turning out so super cute, and it was so easy. And it's amazing what you can do with something that you find at a thrift store and a clearance sign from Hobby Lobby. This pan lid, I see them all the time at thrift stores, and you can turn it into the cutest snowman. So for the final touch, I grabbed a wooden snowflake that I had on hand, and I'm just going to hot glue that right to his hat. And that is it. How stinking cute is this? I absolutely love it. I hope you enjoyed this project. I hope it inspires you to look at things at a thrift store in a different way and create one for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.